I'll wait to see your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses. Oh, please stay a while. I'll reach up to hold.
Our friends who have the same boat model we have are also upgrading their solar panels and building an arch. They sketched out a design to show the stainless steel maker guy what we're aiming for. Ours will have a few small tweaks though, since our panel sizes are slightly different. One cool detail about the arches is that the support beams are going to be in a square shape instead of the typical round one. Why? Honestly, mostly for looks. Our dinghy davits are already in a square rectangular shape, so we figured we'd just keep the look consistent. We're planning on adding 4 new bifacial solar panels to the arch. Each one provides at least 565 watts. And since they're bifacial, we'll snag a little extra juice from sunlight bouncing off the water, at least when the dinghy's not blocking it. Oh, and our friends won't need their old smaller panels anymore, so they're giving us 3 200-watt panels in exchange for a few Victron MPPTs that we're not using now that we've upsized. It's a win-win for all involved. We'll also have lithium batteries, 4 of them at 340 amps each, for a total of 1360 amp hours of power. This episode, like most of our episodes, is not a how-to video, but more of a lifestyle blog. Just a peek into our day-to-day life aboard our catamaran. And yes, that includes a lot of boat work. Oh, look at this view. It ain't bad. We begin in Vathy on the island of Ithaca in the Ionian in the fall of 2023, when we're dreaming up and designing our solar and lithium upgrades. And we kick things off with a surprise. I've just been informed by my husband that we're also adding those smaller panels to our rooftop that I talked about at the beginning of this episode. I personally think it's going to look hideous, not to mention it's a tripping hazard for Donovan when he's up there handling the mainsail, but spoiler alert, Claudine loses this battle, and our roof will look like a solar farm on Mars. Man, that's a lot of boats. What a beautiful town. I love this church. We're looking at solar panels, how we would get to the boat. So it'd be 2 panels. Jesus Christ, how much power do you want?
That's 660 watts is all that is. Yeah.
Why do we want 660 watts that are going to make the boat so ugly?
You won't see that.
I thought we were just going to put some in the back and maybe add 1 or 2 like little things here. Like I didn't realize you were going to cover the whole boat.
No, it's just one. This will be 2 right here. The other one comes from here. Here. Yeah, it's the same size. It's just at that angle.
You're not selling me on this, babe. I thought you were thinking about getting like panels that were going to go over the area that's non-skid over here. And it was just going to be like a little square, like a little rectangle. I didn't realize you were going to...
Little squares are like 20 watts. You can't, they don't make them that small. They don't. That powerful, that small.
That's not at all what I was envisioning. Having the entire roof be covered in solar panels. We are currently trying to feed a string through a hole in here, which will then go down. Whoa!
Why are you walking over there?
This tube into the engine bay. Right now, our solar panel wiring runs down the 2 metal poles that hold up our cockpit roof and exits into the engine bays. We affectionately call these poles the stripper poles. Each stripper pole currently carries about 3 wires of our old panels. But with the new setup, 4 panels on the arch and 3 on the roof, we're going to need to fit at least 8 wires on the port side and 6 on the starboard side. The poles look like they're big enough from the outside, but inside, it's going to be a tight squeeze and a total nightmare to fish all those wires through. At this moment, Donovan's removing the bracket under the port side stripper pole to get access. Oh, and we just found some mysterious yellow fluid leaking into the engine bay, so yay for more mysteries. But fear not, Roman to the rescue.
Claudine, just know that I did offer.
You offered to help and he said no,
I
so
said I want my wife helping me.
I said I'm gonna go take a shower, and the moment I said I'm going to take a shower, he said, can you just help me for a sec? And that was 3 hours. They follow Roman
Yeah.
everywhere he goes.
Billy.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna have to pull it out now.
See, if you weren't here, he would be cussing up a storm, saying, you've left the line in the tube.
Well, I should go then, shouldn't I?
No,
Then you
stay
guys
here.
Get back to normal.
Stay
I
here.
was just bringing his ferals back.
Where you at,
Who?
Claudine?
Right here on top of you.
I've got the line through,
Okay.
but there's nothing attached to it, and I don't know what. It's a big knot, so you're probably gonna have to pull it all the way out. The drill bit wound it up in a knot,
Okay.
so you're gonna have hell getting it out.
All right, well, let me go to the roof and start pulling. Son of a bitch.
This is getting very close. Do you want me to go up there and do it?
Yes.
Can you babysit my animals?
Your animals? Sure.
Look at me. Very close.
This is not the end.
No, there should be a fishing wire.
Right, that's what I'm saying. This is it because it's in a knot. He's got to pull it all the way out.
Hey, God,
Yeah,
have you got the one end of it?
I do.
Going?
He's pulling on it real quick.
I got it.
It's coming through.
Okay, he got the fishing cable. There's one. And there's the other one. Today we're kicking off Apokrios, the Greek carnival season. It's a 3-week celebration packed with costumes, parades, feasts, and parties. The word Apokrios comes from apo, meaning away from, and kreas, meaning meat. So literally, away from meat. It's the lead up to Lent and the Eastern Orthodox calendar. Week 1 is Prophony week. No fasting yet, just pure festive vibes. We even got to enjoy a pretty big concert right next to our marina. Week 2 is Kriatini, or meat week. And yep, people eat tons of meat, especially on Thursday. It's basically a Greek barbecue day and the air smells amazing. Week 3, it's Tirini week, aka cheese week. Meat's off the menu, but dairy's still on. So bring in the cheese, the creams, and the pastries. We'll share more of the festivities in an upcoming episode, so stay tuned for some very fun street scenes.
Σε κάθε σκέψη σιωπηλή, κάθε πρωί για τη δουλειά που ετοιμάζεσαι. Όταν αρχώνεσαι και γελές, όταν θα σκέφτεσαι το χθες, όταν κανένας δεν καταλαβαίνει. Θα με εκείνη η φωνή που λέει.
These celebrations actually have pagan roots tied to Dionysus, the god of wine, joy, and chaos. So yeah, it gets pretty wild. But for now, back to feeding wires through stripper poles. Back on the horse again to wiggle the string. I'm gonna be wiggling the white string or that black thing in your hand?
White string. I just got it tied off. You can leave it tied off.
Did you reach it? Okay. I didn't feel any pulling. Yay! Thumbs up.
Oh, fuck.
It's like, fuck no.
Now the fun part is to get the line down.
To get this black line?
4 of them. There ain't no way.
4 of those?
I told you. There's no fun way.
And that little hole. Grocery shopping in Greece without a Jeep means we use scooters and bags and backpacks for everything. Fun times. What's going on in this mess?
Bring it down and I'll show you. it's kind of, the wires are still there, but
We're now on the starboard side.
we hooked all these up.
What are these?
These are all fuses.
Those are all the cables that we brought down the stripper pole yesterday?
Not all of them. The first 3 were already down this pole, but the other 4 were done. I put labels on them, starboard, starboard middle, and then we have the same thing over here. Everything.
And when you're done though, the wires are going to be a lot cleaner than
They're going to be a lot cleaner, yes, because I've got to run fuses like this from here, and then I got to run them to the battery over.
And when we put our lithiums under our bed, what's going to happen with these?
We're going to keep these as backup.
They're going to stay there the way
They're
they
going
are?
to stay there. Yep. It's a mess right now, but there you go. I got it.
Very nice. And we got all the batteries filled up now with juice. They're ready to go under the bed. Their final resting place. What are we into today on this heck of a mess?
I'm building a box. Trying to see how I'm going to set it up in the box.
You're building a box to go under our bed?
Yeah.
What's the cardboard for?
This is just the width of a battery.
We used to have that shelf there. It was different. It was smaller and we couldn't fit our appliances, so we remade it. And we kept all the old wood to reuse. And well, looks like that's what he's using to make his box for his lithium batteries that he's gonna put under our bed. Test fitting the box. The towel just fell in there.
We're going to have to take this off to get this in. Yep.
Another crazy windstorm with the wind howling. What are those little black things for?
Those are breakers. So you're going to have one of these probably over here on the wall. I got to build a thing for it. So your negatives go in this, and this is all your positives. And these are going to connect to that. So if it gets too much voltage, which is right now it's 100 amps, if it gets more than 100 amps, it's going to go like that. So we have to reset them.
Alrighty.
Got to
Here's the box, the infamous box. And all the batteries will go in here.
well, I'm going to have to run some wires. These are your breakers. I'm going to get this back together so we go to bed.
So this is not a real fire. It's a fire drill organized by the fire department and our marina staff. That said, no one told us about it. So when I came up from below deck and saw smoke billowing from a boat literally right there, I freaked out. My first thought was that our friend's boat, Pam and Angie's, was on fire. Second thought, release the dock lines, fire up the engines, and get Eucalyptus out of there before she catches on fire too. Funny how quickly your brain goes from grab Zoe and run to save the boat. If you look closely, you'll see the firefighters aren't actually spraying the boat, just next to it. The smoke's fake, probably from a canister. But still, it was a solid reminder to have an emergency plan and know what to do in case of a real fire. Is this today's project?
Yeah.
What is it? What's it for?
This is for the batteries. This is the T-fuse. This is where all your positive comes in.
The T-fuse is a safety device that protects the electrical system. It's like a circuit breaker, and it sits between the lithium batteries and the wiring, ready to cut power if something goes sideways, like a short circuit, keeping our catamaran safe from damage of fire. The 300 amp rating means it handles big power loads. These are the bus bars. Basically, they're big metal bars that act like a central hub for electricity, kind of like a power highway. The positive and negative wires from our batteries connect here. Then everything else branches out from that central point. It keeps things clean and running smoothly.
We got them all numbered. One's going to go on one side, one's going to go on the other. This is going to go, as you come into the bed, you can see, you'll see this. This is going to go on the wall like this. This is going to go on this side standing up, and then this one's going to go on this side standing up. The T-fuse, that's going to go over here on this side of the box.
Okay, what?
I lifted them up so they can get air under them. See the little space in there?
I do. Very nice. Oh my god, it's a mess in here.
You know where this it exits the engine bay, right? Yeah, there's a hole that you can see.
So much for getting anything done today. We had to dismantle our bed again for the 12th time this week. Hi, Sheba. Are you jealous? It's the Eucalyptus Zoo. I missed it. She just jumped from one counter all the way over here. You comfy? She's hiding her bone. Now we're down in the engine bay trying to find a good spot on the wall between the bay and our cabin to drill a hole. The goal? Feed wires from the lithium batteries under our bed into the engine bay where they're going to connect to our solar system. Dismantling the bed again so that we can get in here and put our batteries together. So this is the back side of the boat. The engine bay's right out here where all the electronics are. And Donovan's made a hole in our fiberglass right in there. And we're feeding this red and this black cable through this hole and trying to get it back there. Oh my god. He built all of this. All the wood framing for the box and everything. It's pretty freaking impressive. And now this piece here is gonna go along that wall where all the stickies are. And these are gonna go somewhere. I don't know where. I'm assuming in here somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, I guess they'll go on this side. Maybe. Who knows? On our next episode, we're going to wrap up the lithium install and dive into our solar install. If you like this one, hit that like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and let us know what you think of our upgrades so far in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.